Welcome to Break Into Tech Show with Professor Temi Akinwumi of MyITUniversity, a multi-award-winning tech CEO, career coach, and mentor. With decades of hands-on tech career, will ensure your career dreams come true. Join our extraordinary show today on groundbreaking topic for a successful career. Do you want a $100,000 job as a cybersecurity professional, Scrum Master, Business Analyst Software QA, Cloud Architect, Data Analyst, Technical Recruiter, and more? Visit www.myituniversity.com to schedule a call. Come and get inspired to secure a lucrative job, keep the job, and grow on the job. Relax, receive, and see results. We're glad you're here. Share, like, and comment.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're all doing well today. Thank you for joining. My name is Professor Temi Akinwumi, and I'll be your moderator as well as your host for today. This is your Break Into Tech show, and live with me here, I have one of my mentees from one of our internship projects here at MyITUniversity, and we're going to discuss with you about a project that we're working on and how he has transitioned from who he was to who he is in his career right now. And for many of you that have been trying to break into tech for so many years and you're confused, you don't know where to start, where to begin, and what you are doing or what you should do, this is going to help you to understand that you can do it. If he can do it, you can do it. You don't have to have any IT background. And as a matter of fact, I would say 95% of our students don't have no technical background from onset. We mentor them from scratch to become great people in tech. So you also can do the same. So thank you so much for joining us, everybody. If you have any question, feel free to put it in the chat and we'll answer your question. So I will allow my guest today to introduce himself. Over to you. Welcome, Omo. How are you doing today? Okay, need to unmute. Okay, how are you doing today, Omo?
I'm fine, Professor.
Okay, very good, very good. Can you do a quick introduction about yourself?
Okay, my name is Mr. Imwetian Omohiboria. I'm commonly known as Omo. Okay, my first degree was in microbiology before I switched into teaching after getting some degrees from the University of Cambridge and doing masters in teaching English as a second language. So I'm an internationally certified English teacher, and I also do another master's in teaching English here in Canada, where I make a very top grade, first class degree, or which we call distinction in master's degree. But working as a teacher, especially in Canada, looking at the job prospects, where most of the immigration policy is reducing immigrants, because my field is teaching English as a second language. So though I work with the British Council presently, and I work with the Canadian Atlantic Academy, so I decided to break into tech because in this modern time, we need to go into tech, especially the cybersecurity aspect of technology. So I didn't have any experience, so I went into YouTube to search for how I can break into tech. I saw a lot of advertisements from different tutors. So being a teacher, I was very careful to know who to follow. So I said, according to YouTube, when you click your interest, they start bombarding you with different adverts. So I went to different, what they call webinars, listening to a lot of people, some with high prices, some with bogus promises. So being a teacher, I saw Professor Temi. So I said, okay, this is a teacher, and I know what it is to be a teacher. So being a teacher, you cannot compare a teacher with somebody that is not a teacher. Even when somebody that is not a teacher has a first class in that field, and somebody that is a teacher has an ordinary pass in that field, the teacher will still teach more than you that has a first class. Okay, so I decided to click with Professor Temi He called me several times. I told him, look, let me finish my master's degree. I will call you again. So I just give him a click. Remember, I called you last year. Could you give me an explanation of your course? So she didn't waste her time. She just called me and explained everything to me. So I decided to enroll. So when I enrolled, I was skeptical because of the scope of work. I saw the volume of work. I said, oh, how am I going to digest this and being a novice in the tech world? Well, she encouraged me and I joined her for the first 8 weeks. And I saw her teaching, which was very attractive, informative, and engaging. So one method I love about her teaching is what we call the flipped method of teaching. And she gives you what you want to learn in the class beforehand, which will make you to prepare. So coming to the class is like just going through what we have studied before. That makes me to start enjoying the class in the first 8 weeks. After finishing the 8 weeks, we went into mentorship. That was where we get our hands dirty, according to our professor, going through what we have learned. So during the first 8 weeks, we talk about different tools like Nessus and the Wireshark. We learned about them, how to use them. We also talk about risk management framework. We talk about the CIA triad, and which she broke down into pieces. I was able to understand them as a novice. Okay, so she's actually taking our hands as a novice to become an expert. So in the mentorship, I joined a team which was very caring, or is still caring because I'm seeing the member of this team. So we are doing a project which is the third party risk management. So in this risk management, I saw a lot of things. And the first time I was really confused. But as I continue attending the class, my team mentor always guide us through, encouraging us that this is easy. If she can do it, we can also do it. At the first time in my life, I joined them to present one of the projects in the class. I was so happy because participating in it really gave me the encouragement to continue. So now I can see everything clear and clear. I'm no longer afraid. I'm doing it perfectly. And I know in the very nearest future, I'm going to get a job. So I'm preparing for my job interview as of now. Thank you very much, Professor.
Wow, Omo. I'm super excited like you because I remember the first time you were asking all the questions in this world. I said, oh my God. And it's good that you ask those questions because a lot of people out there are scared too. They are skeptical. They are afraid. They don't know what, because there's so many programs out there that will not give you nothing, that they will promise you heaven and earth, they will not deliver anything. So people are scared, and I don't blame them. So what we're trying to do is to make sure that people can understand that we are different. And I always say we have like 10 pillars that we follow. It's a pipeline. It's not just one thing. People will train you and throw you out. We don't train you and throw you out. We train you, we coach you, we mentor you, you do internship, resume, LinkedIn profile, optimization. We do live mock interviews. We help you, prepping you for the career, for the industry, and we give you job support. So there's a lot. And thank you so much. You've answered a lot of the question I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you, what was your background before joining MyITUniversity? You already mentioned that. Great. And you also mentioned what made you to choose the career path. You already mentioned that too, which is great. And you also already mentioned the fact that what is your moment during the internship, like, oh, wow, I can do this. You already mentioned that. I'm so glad that you just went through boom, 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 and you've answered a lot of the questions that people will want to hear or know. So looking back, thank you so much. So looking back now, we have 8 weeks of training. So your 8 weeks of training, you are in a cohort, you're learning about GRC, you did the risk management framework, you get introduced to third party, and the PCI DSS, and the ISO 27001, the EPA, the SOC, and those so many different projects. And then you transition into mentorship where you actually start doing those projects hands-on. The current project you have worked on, you are able to mention to us about Hilton. So you are talking about Hilton and hotel project. And that's is to show us that there's tech in every industry. So tech is not just in maybe tech Microsoft. We have Microsoft project, not just Microsoft, not just Deloitte, not just Raytheon, not just AWS, Amazon. No, there's tech everywhere. The one you worked on was for Hilton Hotel, and you have stakeholders, you have customers, you have vendors that you work with, and there are different ones, and we're going to be discussing more about all those things. So those projects. So can you share a little bit with us what excites you in the Hilton project you're working on now with third-party risk management? What excites you in that project?
Yes, like I told you, I was a complete novice until I came into this place. Okay, what excites me was the third-party management, which is the vendors. How to check the vendors' policy and how to check if they are fit to be part of it. So then I started seeing what is going on there and what I really do every day in my life. Because from where I work, the school I work, we have third parties, we have vendors. I said, okay, these are people that are working for us, and this was how they were collected to work for us. And we check their risk, check their policy, and check if they have any gap, and we assess their risk control. So anywhere they have problem, we talk about mitigation and remediation. So I was so happy. Even using this terminology I'm using now, before I don't know them. So I knew them right from MyITUniversity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Omo. So you were able to do starting from their onboarding,
yes,
also to offboarding them. So you're able to also do their questionnaires. Like you draw their questionnaire using, Eramba. You use Eramba tool, which is like ServiceNow that we have a production environment. You were able to draw some of those questions that you sent to their questionnaires for them to fill out the questionnaire, to be able to assess them and see their gap. So you're able to do their gap analysis. You're able to do the risk steering to see what kind of risk they have. And if there's any risk they can mitigate, you're able to help them to mitigate some of those risks, right?
Yes.
Do you remember any particular risk that a vendor will have that will be a flag?
Yes. One, the encryption. We found that one of the vendor, though he has some controls, but the encryption policy was very weak. So it was a high risk to us. So it was flagged.
So like we encourage them to use the AES 256, and some of them are using a weaker encryption algorithm, which is going to be a problem when we have data in transit, data in storage, and data in use. We want to make sure that everything is safe and secure, and the encryption is not going to be an issue. Very good. That's very good. So so looking at the program, so what was the advice that you all gave to that vendor? How were you able to mitigate those risks with those vendors? Were you able to onboard them, or were you able to put them on the pipeline to fix those issues?
Yeah, we put them on the pipeline to fix the issue, but with our assistance. So being that we have passed through such experience before, so we were able to guide them so that we can onboard them into our vendors list. So we give them some recommendations, some policies to follow, which they, according to our controls and our monitoring, we found that they are following them. So we're able to onboard them.
Okay, very good. And also, were you able to check on their SOC 2 reports, any of those things? And also, checking to making sure they have their SOC 2 reports intact. That will just make sure that they are all on board with your requirements and what you will need them. Did you all have to do that as well? And also, maybe you eventually give them a contract.
We did that. We did that and gave them the contract through our legal team.
Okay, Okay, but through your legal team, very good, guys. So, guys, you can hear from Momo. This is a process that we have to go through. Each of these framework that we follow at MyITUniversity, like for example, we have the PCI DSS, we have the third party, we have the ISO 27001, we serve in a SOC 2, we have so many ones, RMF. It takes like 6 weeks each. Every Saturday we met up between 60 to 100 students for this internship and mentorship, and everything is so structured. So it's representing the Hilton Hotel, Hilton Hospitality team. So that's what Omo is representing. We have Microsoft, we have Netflix, we have Delta Airline. You have met some of them if you have been following us. So very good. Thank you so much. And if anybody have any question that we would love to answer that. So looking at the pipeline, you've told us what made you to choose the career path in cybersecurity. So looking back now and see out there how the economy is and how the market is. Are you excited about?
I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very excited. Like I said, I'm already preparing to start attending interviews. Okay, like the last mentorship we did, we were doing a resume review. We did our resume and creating LinkedIn profile. So I'm already preparing. I'm so excited.
Very good, Omar. So looking at the mentoring session and the internship session, how has it boost your confidence further? Because before you have done some things, looking at what you have done before coming here to where you are now, can you assess yourself and give us a feedback on that?
Yes. If I assess myself now, I will rate myself as 5-star, because when I came into, remember the way I was asking some curious questions?
Yes.
Even disturbing other people from learning because of my personal question. So, but now I'm confident I don't ask questions in class again because I know how to follow each step. So I'm very confident. I'm happy about it.
Okay, very good. Thank you for that. So what advice do you have for someone that's afraid to start like you were afraid?
I will tell them, take the risk. Don't be afraid. Make mistakes and you will enjoy the journey. So this is a class and this is not a place of work. So we learn by mistake. Like an English teacher, I will always tell the students, without mistake, you will learn. So make mistake. That was why I was participating fully, so that I will learn through my errors.
And have you learned through that?
Yes, I'm learning every day through it.
Very good. And one other thing I wanted to mention, some of the tools that you have used here. So people believe that GRC is not as technical like that, but there are so many tools that we also use that will help them understand, the GRC cloud and so many things, Nessus, Wireshark, Nmap, and other. Can you tell us more about these tools?
Yes, I found that the tools, what we are doing is using tools that are already made, and it makes everything easier. Even the questionnaires we were giving out were from Eramba. So we didn't have to even start our own from the scratch. It's picking out things that are made for us. So these tools are very, very effective. Like the Eramba I'm using, it gives a policy, it gives a questionnaires, and it gives automated reply. Instead of you sending email one by one, you just automate it. And people receive their emails at the time they were supposed to receive the email.
Okay, very good. So everything is automated. Yes. People don't need to be afraid. Once they learn all these things, they're able to use these tools to guide them into actually doing, all the tools with the Eramba. What about the vulnerability management? Because some people, they just did vulnerability management as a course. It's not enough. Here we do vulnerability management as part of our package. We use tools like Nessus for the vulnerability management. We also use Nmap, we use Wireshark and all that. What's your experience with those? Do you like those kind of tools?
Yes, when we were doing the testing, even where I live now, I use it to check my network, check my vulnerability. So I found that it was very, very effective. So there is nothing you do on your own. All these things have been made for you. So it's just for you to start clicking and accessing what you want to do.
Very good. Well, very good, Mama. Thank you so much. And if we were to advise your younger self, looking back, because I know you spoke to me like last year, then this year, looking back like last year, what will be your advice to your younger self then?
I would say I would have started on time. So, but now I'm not regretting that. According to the Bible, everything, there is a time for it. So there is time for everything. So now that I've started.
There's a time and season for everything under the earth. Very good.
Time for it.
So under the heavens and on the earth. So thank you so much for that. So looking now out for jobs in the industry, are you finding jobs in the industry? People are asking me, are there jobs? I was like, really? Are there jobs? There are jobs always. Cybersecurity is not going anywhere because we need to secure everything. Everything in this world needs cybersecurity as their grandfather. Okay? Even AI needs cybersecurity as a babysitter. Even software engineering needs cybersecurity as their protector. Are you kidding? Cybersecurity is not going anywhere. So looking at that, are you finding jobs? Are you excited about the jobs you are finding out there? Even in Canada, there are jobs in Canada. What are the things you are finding right now?
Yes, we're talking about jobs opportunity in cybersecurity. I think it's very strong here in Canada, and it's very easy to get a job. That was what I used to build my trust in your teaching, because I went to search for jobs. Are they available? And not only available, I check their job descriptions and then compare your programs, especially your curriculum. Let me use that word. Check your curriculum, use it to compare their job descriptions, and I found that you were teaching their job descriptions. That was where I clicked to you. Okay, and I found that there are jobs.
Wow, very good. Thank you so much for that. So I didn't even know you did all of that. That's very good that you're able to find out and then know that there are jobs, because so somebody in academia, you are able to get exposure to so many things that make you to be able to ask a lot of questions that people will need to know and get themselves ready and prepare for the industry. So what are your final words of encouragement for our listeners?
Like I have said before, get started. Don't procrastinate. Just begin. Because every journey, there must be a step. Just take the step. My father used to tell me, it is a risk for not taking a risk. And the beginning is the hardest part in a man's life. So just begin.
Just begin. Wow, that is so good. So you said don't procrastinate, don't delay, just join us. Okay, thank you so much for all of that. So I want to ask you, is there anything we have not mentioned in this program today that you want to say?
Actually, what we have not mentioned is your encouragement, your time, and anytime your student click just on your email or your WhatsApp, you respond immediately. So that is the only thing you didn't mention, your availability.
Okay. Yes, I love to be available. I was telling somebody today, I said, I have people I pay to call people. I pay them a lot of money per month, but I still make the call myself because I just want to make sure everybody knows their career path. It doesn't matter if you decide to join or not. I want to make sure that the people are not confused. That people are not, a lot of people are confused all over the world and wasting their money, don't know what to do, where to start. I don't like that. I want everybody to, I am called as a tech evangelist to evangelize tech, and at the same time to encourage people to consider tech, at the same time to know their career path and to know what exactly they need, their skill set. Skill sets are very important, like I said, like I mentioned earlier. Skill set like communication skills. Some people already have these skills. These are, you don't say, oh, I don't have anything, I don't know what to do, I don't have anything to bring. You have something to offer. There's some talent God has put in you. like your communication skill, like you communicate very well. Your voice is crystal clear like that. That's a skill, Omon. Analytical thinking, you think analytically. Attention to detail, you are very detail oriented. I'm telling you that. Problem solving, collaboration, risk management, policy development, enforcement, project management, ethics and integrity. All these are skills that we have that you can bring into tech. So those people should not be saying, oh, I don't have anything, I don't know anything. You have something and you know something. And I always tell people, you don't need to have a degree in tech. People will be asking all sorts of questions. You don't have do you have a degree in tech?
No, I don't have. Like I told you, from medical, from microbiology to education, now to tech.
Exactly. So no need for degree, no need for anything. Just come as you are, and we'll help you from there. So thank you so much, Omon, for your time today. I'm so super excited. I'm grateful that you are able to join us, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and even with your project with Hilton. And also new project that upcoming project on SOC 2 that we're starting. Also on PCI DSS, on the EPA, the GDPR, the RMF project, all of those, the ISO 27001. It goes on and on and on, because I always tell people I mentor my students all year round except for Christmas. Every day, every Saturday for 2 hours. Feel free. Once you are with us, I mentor you for free. It's my joy. It's my privilege. And I thank God for the opportunity to be able to wake up every single Saturday and just be there for 2 hours mentorship. So thank you so much, Omon, for your time. I don't take it for granted, and I don't take it lightly. I hope people at home have heard from you, especially because I remember, all the questions you were asking me that day, first day, that you are excited about this and you've seen the light at the end of the tunnel. And you come back here more to give us more insight into the program, I'm sure. So,
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And until next time when we meet again, everybody, my name is Professor Temi Akinwumi with MyITUniversity, signing out for now. Thank you so much and stay blessed, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.